Hi everyone, my name is Vendik and you are welcome back to the channel. Okay, it's been long you've seen my face, so I just decided to do a video today as I'm going to show you a scalping strategy that is so amazing. Okay, you can't afford to miss this video. Okay, so please let's get to the video. Don't forget to do the YouTube business. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, please do the YouTube business by liking and share so that every other persons can get the video. All right, so without further ado, let's just jump into the chat. Let me explain this in details. All right, see you. Okay, so um a good one here. Okay, I think I'll just use a drawing. Okay, I'll use a drawing and then I'll fix this. All right, so this is the strategy. Okay, it's a price action strategy. Okay, is a typical is a price action strategy. All right, so what we are looking at, okay, what we are looking at is the normal market structure. Right, normal market structure where we have a higher highs and a higher lows. All right, so let me put the example. We have a higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. Okay, I call this setup one. I call this setup one because it's actually one of my first strategy that I normally use before now. Okay, but before I get into advanced, so it's basically if you're a scalper, okay, if you're a scalper, it's really going to help you. All right, so for my scalping friends, okay, this strategy is amazing. Okay, so normally on trade, okay, we have a higher high and we have a higher low, a higher high, a higher low. Okay, so this is what we are looking at. So if we are on a uptrend like this, okay, what you should be looking at is, okay, a pullback. Okay, let's say a market breaks above the previous higher high. Okay, we have a higher high and a higher low. Okay, we have a higher high, we have a higher low. So immediately we pull back, all right, and then we break above this previous higher high. Okay, if you're using 1 hour or if you're using 15 minutes, you just need to step down your chart a little bit to maybe probably 5 minutes where you get a confirmation. Okay, what's going to be the confirmation? A candle is going to close above this range. Okay, when a candle closes above this range, all right, you just enter from the close of the candle. Make sure that it closes above the range. Okay, when it closes above this support, all right, you enter at the close of that candle. When you enter at the close of the candle, then you just put your stop loss at the low of the candle. All right, put your stop loss at the low of the candle. When you put your stop loss at the low of the candle, then just target 1:2. It's gonna smash it. Very simple. It's not gonna. It's a scalping strategy. It's gonna happen in less than 2 hours. The trade should run itself. Okay, so immediately you get a close above this range, you just get into the trade. Okay, and then remember, another thing you really need to put in mind is that you need to really know your bias. That's one. You really need to know your bias, and then you need to know the overall trend of the market. Remember, this particular channel, we discuss price action as a primary, okay, means of trading, okay, style of trading, sorry. So you really need to make sure you know your bias of the day. You are on. It is not a counter trend strategy. You are in line with the trend. So when you are in line with the trend and then you have your bias of the day, the next thing you should look at is a pullback like this. Immediately you got a pullback, a closure above the previous support. Okay, you get into it. So let's go into let's go into the chart so that I will show you this in details. Let's say we are using a 1 hour. Okay, you can use anything. Okay, we are using a 1 hour for our trend identification. Okay, so after we've identified the trend, okay, the next thing we need to do is to step down probably to a 15 minutes. Okay, so step down to 15 minutes. When we step down to 15 minutes, you just need a close above the range. Okay, so let's say this was our previous higher high. Okay, higher low, lower low. Okay, this is the next lower high. So immediately we got a close. Okay, all right. So immediately we got a close below this support, this particular support. Immediately we got a close above this particular support, we get into it. Okay, so this was the close above the support. This was a close above the support, right? So you get into it with the stop loss. Okay, you just get into the trade here on this candle with a stop loss above this week, and you target a 1:2. Okay, sometimes it doesn't take much time, so it's a scalping strategy. So you target a 1:2 and it will smash it out. It's as simple as that. If you want to implement any other thing, you can try adding up what do I call it? Make sure you trade on one particular section. All right, choose a section where this breakout always happen in your time, okay, and your trading time. Okay, just make sure you check your trading time very well and check when this section always happen. When you are fully confident with this, you can just get into trade. Okay, so it's as simple as that. So let's say this is your trend. We have a lower high, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, then another lower low. So any break below this structure, okay, any break below this structure, okay, it's our entry. So a break below the structure is our entry. So the candle that breaks below it, use the candle and then you get your descent. All right, a break below the structure, it's a win. It's as simple as that. So if you just understand the trend of the market, all right, if you understand the trend of the market, it's as simple as that. Each time that you understand the trend of the, you just understand the trend of the market, you get into it, and you're just gonna win. Not all your trades is going to be a win. Okay, so you just have to have that in mind too. Okay, so that's a recap of the trade. So it's as simple as that. In whatsoever you are trading, it's the same thing. Whatsoever you are trading, you just need to understand the instrument very well. If you understand the instrument very well, okay, you will not have problem with this. Okay, so for a recap, let me say this. Number one is that you really need to know the bias of the day. That's one. Two, you are going to be in line with the flow of the markets. All right. You must be in line with the flow of the market. That's another thing. You must be in line with the flow of the markets. When you're in line with the flow of the market, find a support zone, okay, that is in line with the flow of the market. When you get a support zone that is in line with the flow of the market, immediately you get a break above that support zone and a candle closing above that support zone, then you get into it with a stop loss below the close of that particular candle. With a stop loss below that particular candle, then you just aim a 1:2 and it will smash out very quickly. Just back test this. If there is any if you have any question or you are finding it difficult to understand, all right, I will explain it again in details. Okay, so you can just ask question on DM and I will respond to you. If you need a PDF of this, I can send it to you. Okay, so I believe this video find you right. Don't forget to do the YouTube business. All right, subscribe, share, and then I'll see you in another episode. Peace out.